Look, you don't have to put up with that. If someone isn't treating you right, just say, Ralph Smart and the cat down the road is going to deal with you, and then they'll just be quiet. Kind of. Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Deep divers of planet Earth, we are out here in the heart of nature, baby. 10 signs. They're not hurting you like they used to. You know, those people. No, they're not hurting you anymore. Because you found the secrets of life. Let's just, woo, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Now, a lot of people write to me saying that they feel sometimes disrespected by other people, but they are finding strength. And I'm going to share with you the signs, how I knew that people weren't hurting me like they used to. Because it is a beautiful world, it can be ugly at times, but nobody should have to go through that. Nobody should have to go through that. Don't allow it. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? Let me share with you what's helped me along my journey, baby. Now, the first sign, they are not hurting you, those people, like they used to, is because you now realize nobody can ruin your day without your permission. Like, I've seen it. I used to make videos one time when I was living in Malibu, and the neighbor was like, can you stop making videos in the morning? I'm like, it's only 7 o'clock. Okay, it was 8 o'clock. It was 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. It was early, but I'm like, so? I'm not even making noise. Can I get a hello? No, it wasn't that bad, because I was like being as quiet as I could. But nevertheless, I'm like, okay, I hear you out. So I'm going to make videos at 10 o'clock. Okay. And he still came out and was like, please stop making videos. You're making so much noise. And it made me feel a certain way, because I'm like, this guy is trying to disrupt my creative activity. This is not going to happen. Right? It's kind of hurtful to me. Then I'm like, he is not going to ruin my day. I'm not going to allow this event to ruin my day. And once I realized that power, it no longer affected me. Okay? Because I didn't allow it. I said, no, I'm not going to let this spoil or ruin my day. We're going to find a solution. And I just went out the next day and did the same thing until eventually he got bored and went back inside his house, because I'm like that. What's the second sign? People are not hurting you like they used to. Become your greatest version, baby, baby. You now realize you're not letting other people's behavior ruin your inner peace. Okay, because you are going to meet all kinds of people and creatures, and they are sometimes going to trigger you. They're going to push buttons you never even knew you had, and you're going to be like, why am I feeling this way right now? Why am I so angry? I'm a bit hot right now. You're looking a bit shaky, baby. And it's happened to me. Sometimes people do stuff to me, and I'm like, oh, they just bought something out of me. I didn't know that was in there, but I now realize I'm not hurt anymore, because I realize that other people's behavior, I'm not going to allow it to ruin my inner peace. Like, your inner peace is your greatest form of wealth. Slow motion this side. Right? What's the third sign? You are no longer being hurt like you used to. You now have the courage. I have the courage to stand up for what I truly believe in, and I don't care what anybody thinks about it. Like, you have found this incredible courage. I don't know where you found it, but you found it, and I'm so happy for you. to stand up for your rights. Bob Marley, don't give up the fight, right? I found my courage, right? And therefore, it doesn't matter what anybody says because I know who I am, and that's the only thing that matters. Okay? Did that happen to you? Well, that's a sign people aren't hurting you like they used to. You see, people hurt us when we submit, when we don't really stand up for what we truly believe in. But once we become confident, what other people do, it doesn't affect us like it used to. Okay, we're stronger now. What's the fourth sign? People aren't hurting you like they used to because you aren't tolerating that BS, baby. Look, how people treat you is their path, but how you respond is yours. Slow motion this side. I used to work with a woman and she was my boss, okay? I used to work in a library at one point, okay? And I hope she's not watching this, by the way. Sometimes she was pretty bossy to me. And I'm like, no, just because I'm working for you, it doesn't mean that you have the right to tell me what to do every 3 seconds. I'm a human being just like you, right? I'm not going to tolerate it. And I realized how she treated me was her path. How I responded was my path. Okay? And then I just took a deep breath like this. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Be calm, Ralph. And then I just carried on to do the job. Then I quit. Okay? Look, how people treat you is their karma. How you respond is yours. Let the universe deal with their ass, baby. Okay? Look, not everyone is going to treat you the way you want to be treated. So you have to cultivate that self-love, the self-acceptance within yourself, and treat people. Make it authentic, okay? Just because they're treating you a certain way, you don't have to copycat. Don't be a copycat, okay? Because then the universe is gonna whoop your ass like it's whooping their ass, right? Just be you. Let the universe take care of them, okay? What's the fifth sign? People aren't hurting you like they used to. Now, you might be in a relationship, a shoddy job, your next door neighbor, definitely not the cat down the road. It's cool with you. We had that meeting yesterday, okay? 7-day vegan challenge, 7-day vegan challenge. Now, isn't it amazing how so many people are eating healthier? I don't know if it was because of What the Health, the documentary, right? A lot of people are eating healthier. It's because of the eclipse, actually, right? People want to eat better. They want to feel better. And sometimes I've realized I've been around people who don't really care about animals because like they're eating them and stuff. Okay. Now I love animals, not just the cat down the road, but dogs, cows, pigs, because I realize every life, see, I just said human life, right? Every single life for me is like a human life, right? A pig's life is valuable. Okay, I've seen pigs. I've been face to face with a pig and I'm like, oh, they're pretty intelligent. In fact, pigs are more intelligent than dogs, okay? We love them both. Now, if someone is hurting you, a sign they're not hurting you like they used to is because you now know where they're coming from, their level of consciousness, because you see what they are eating. Like, what is their diet like? You know what it's like. So you're like, I don't take it personal, right? If they're treating you greasy, it's because they're eating greasy foods, right? If they're being hard on you, it's because the foods they're eating, it's a lot of junk food, right? Something like that, right? I've noticed this, that like, even when I became a vegan over 13 years ago, my whole consciousness changed. Like, I was more compassionate. So not only to animals, but to other people. But then I was dealing with other people who are kind of very insensitive. Then I looked at their plate and I'm like, oh, I get it, right? Because you are eating processed food. So of course you're not going to have compassion towards me or anybody else. So I didn't take it personally, right? So that's a sign people aren't hurting you like they used to because you have a wider perspective, because you can see what they're eating and like, you're like, okay, I figure it out. Like, that's why you're treating people like they're not people, because you don't even love yourself. Look at your plate, right? What's the sixth sign? People aren't hurting you like they used to. You teach people how to treat you by what you stop, by what you allow, and by what you reinforce. And I've seen it along my journey. Like, look under the comment section and you are going to find a lot of infinite love, infinite balance, right? Because I'm teaching people like, look, this is like a beautiful, harmonious space full of serenity. And if you come here, oh, the deep divers, you're just going to see like so much positivity, so much beautiful vibes that you might be allergic to it. You might be like, oh, I got to go right now, right? So you teach people. If you want respect, start respecting yourself. If you want love, give love. Okay, it's just like really simple like that, right? What's the seventh sign? People aren't hurting you like they used to. Deep divers of planet Earth. Oh, you got a lot of support and you know that. So you're like, they aren't hurting me like they used to, because you got like a whole legion of deep divers behind you. Like, I know, like, if something happens to me, if someone does something to me, I can call like deep divers and say like, hold me back. They're going to hold me back. They're going to come to my rescue. There are a lot of deep divers here. We got a little army right now. Okay. The deep diving army of dolphins and mermaids and sea gods and stuff like that. Right. So people aren't hurting you like they used to because they know that you've got people backing you up. People who are going to be there if it's going to go down. If it's going to go down, like, you got a lot of people around you. They don't want to mess with you. They don't want no trouble, right? So that's what's helped me along my journey, right? I know people aren't hurting me like they used to because I got support. I got people who are going to ride or die for me, right? Kind of. Or swim for me? Yeah, like swim for me. What's the eighth sign? People aren't hurting you like they used to. You found your voice. Ah, kind of like that. You found your voice. You know who you are. And that's why you're different. It's a new you today. Okay. For the longest time, you were silent. And silence is beautiful. It's just that now you're more expressive. So people aren't hurting you like they used to because they know you got a big mouth, right? And you're going to talk. If something happens to you, if they disrespect you, you're going to make it known to the world, like, I'm not going to tolerate this anymore. But also, they're not hurting you like they used to because you have the confidence to speak your heart and mind. I started making videos on the third eye like years ago. Like, I got to do some more actually, right? But I didn't care what anybody thought because I realized the whole planet is awakening. A lot of people right now are awakening to their true infinite potential, and it feels so good to be alive, right? So if you found your voice, people are not hurting you like they used to. What is the ninth sign? They're not hurting you like they used to. You aren't giving them attention. You see, they call it paying attention because when you are paying someone attention, you are actually making an energetic transaction, cash transaction. Slow motion this side. You see, people hurt you when you focus on them. Right? Right? Right. So, deep divers, stop focusing on people who aren't serving you. Stop focusing on people who hurt you. And that's what happens, right? That's a sign they're no longer hurting you. When you realize that, oh, I get it. If I just change my focus and actually focus on people who care about me and love me, like Ralph Smart and the cat down the road, they can't hurt me anymore. And they're not hurting you, right? Because you've learned how to change your focus and change what you are paying attention to. And it's definitely not them, right? What's the 10th sign? Baby, deep divers, we are out here. People aren't hurting you like they used to. You are not accepting their gifts. So there is a story, okay, a Zen story about this old warrior and a young warrior. And the old warrior is kind of retired. He's in retirement, but the young warrior is like a bully. But he's notoriously known in the village, okay, for being a bully. And he would just hurl insults at people and they'll submit, right? Instantly, they'll surrender. And then he met the old master and he was hurling insults. And the old master just stood there, taking all the abuse and the words, the insults. And this really confused the young warrior because he's like, huh? What's happening? Everybody else has just bowed down to me and kissed the ring, but not the old master. And then all of a sudden, the young master broke down and bowed down and said, "Old master, please forgive me." And the old master was just like, you picked the wrong person to mess with today, right? So the whole message of that story is that the reason why the old master won was because he didn't accept the gifts of insults, right? So once you stop accepting the gifts of insults, what happens? It goes back to the sender, right? Return to sender. Now the young warrior had to accept all of those insults he was giving out to the old master, right? So you now are not accepting the gift of insults, right? You don't care what people think, what they say about you, because you are a free being, and that's why people are not hurting you like they used to. And then you'll just say, "Feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello?" Deep divers of planet Earth, we are out here in the heart of nature, baby. Just woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Have a beautiful day, deep divers. We are out here, infinite waters, diving deep. Once again, stay well, stay healthy. Peace. You! Gift of insults this way? No, take it back. We don't want it here, right? It goes back to sender.